One thing that I am very passionate about, and I've kind of become more passionate about in the recent future, I guess, is the rat park theory. It's not a theory that a lot of people have heard about, but it's a theory that I've been using with a lot of my clients because I believe that it deals with a lot of what we deal with today, with technology, with stuff like that. So some of the other theories that are discussed, so there's the AA model, the disease model, smart recovery theory, the CBT, cognitive based therapy model, which is just, you're making poor choices. Celebrate recovery model, which uses religion. Prime for life, which is genetic based, saying that it's genetic. Sober nation, which is similar to like the Pavlov conditioning. So what is Rat Park? Does anybody here know what Rat Park is?
No.
No. All right, audience. Okay. So no specific group actually uses this theory, but yet it would make the most sense with the use of technology and everything else today. I mean, for example, our cell phones. We just sit here and we just look at our cell phones. We don't even think about anything else. That's what we do. That's our connection. We get to know people through Facebook now. And that's how we make friends. But are they really friends? It's not. They're not really friends. So the rat park theory, just a basic synopsis of it. 38 years ago, there was a test done where they put a rat in a small cage. They had water, and then they had morphine and cocaine-based laced water. So regular water, and then drug-laced water. The rat, every single time they conducted the study, ended up dying because they went towards the drug-laced water. Why do you think that they went towards the drug-laced water? Anybody?
Why did they?
Feel good.
Why? Why did they want to feel good? Isolation, depression, anxiety. They're in a cage all by themselves. I mean, who would want to be there? Nobody. So that's why they went towards us. So about a year later, a scientist, Bruce Alexander, conducted another study to expand on this one because he said, you know what, this theory is not right. Something needs to happen here. So he conducted the rat park theory. So what he did is he took a larger cage, much larger cage. He put all sorts of fun things. He put all sorts of rats, males and females, let them co-mate, let them be friends. Put fun slides, put balls, colors, everything in this massive cage of fun. And same thing, water and then drug water. And every single time the rats tried it, but none of them died, none of them used it excessively, and everybody was okay. So then Bruce Alexander expanded on this theory even further. He went on to a second trial where he started with the initial trial and he kept these rats in an isolated cage by themselves for 57 days, I believe it was, which is enough to make anybody addicted, right? So of course these rats became addicted. They became addicted, and then what did he do? He took them out of that cage and he put them in Rat Park. And what happened when he put them in Rat Park? There was very few withdrawal. They were fine. So what does this prove? It proves that isolation is not key. It proves that connection is key. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
All right. You guys are... Whew. So, how does this relate to humans? Well, Rat Park shows that when boredom, isolation, depression, or anxiety, we look towards an external source. So, as an example, here we got a beer, becomes our friend. Instead of going to my real friends or my mom or my dad or my brother, I'm going to sit at home and I'm going to say, oh, pour me, and drink. That's isolation. We're depressed. We're anxious. We have to, as humans, we look towards an external source of some kind, no matter what it is. So human examples with this study, and I have like a minute, so I'm going to touch base on them. Vietnam War, went over there, and over 20% of our soldiers became addicted to heroin. They tracked them after the war, and 95% of them were clean, no rehab, no nothing, because they came home they came from a horrible environment and went back to a happy environment. So that's Rat Park in itself, right? The second one is hospitals. They give you diamorphine, right? How many grandmas do you see running around on heroin? Diamorphine is heroin, but stronger. Third, and the most important one is Portugal, right? Portugal in 2001 had the second highest rate of heroin use in England. And what did they do? They decriminalized drugs, all of their drugs. They're legal there. So if a person in possession of drugs, they're first medically screened, then psychologically screened, and there's no jail. They're not going to throw them in a cage. Once cleared, Portuguese authorities tailor their approach to the person. So if the person was once a computer programmer and that gave them joy, the government will find a company in need of someone and pay half their wages for the first year. So in Portugal, they integrate them into society via volunteer work, groups, etc., help them form bonds and connections with other people. So in Portugal, I know I'm running out of time here, but from 1999 to 2012, 1999 when they first started it, to 2012, they did a study, and the percent of drug-related offenders in prison decreased from 44% to 21%, according to Psychology Today. So how can this help us in the war on drugs and drug abuse? We can form bonds with others. We can care more. We can genuinely listen. We can make others feel wanted. And as humans, like I said, we'll naturally gravitate towards some kind of connection. We need it to thrive. So why not form healthy bonds instead of unhealthy bonds? We all need connection. We all need love. We all need something to fill that void. And we can find it in each other. It's that simple. So real quick, in conclusion, I just encourage everyone to reach out to others, small or big, from helping someone with their car to a simple smile to a stranger. By showing others that we accept them and that we want to be around them, we can not only control anxiety and depression, but more importantly, we can control addiction. And also real quick too, for more info on this, one thing I always show my clients, and it explains the Rat Park theory really well. It's a YouTube channel, and I'm going to spell it out for you. It's KURZEZGESAGT, and then in a nutshell, and it's a video on addiction. I recommend everybody watch. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I appreciate it. And audience, thank you very much. You guys are amazing.
Yep.
Woo!
Thanks.